new home of the Braves, MLB Network welcomes you to Truist Park, a Memorial Day get-together for you here at the ballpark between the Washington Nationals and the Atlanta Braves. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Victor Robles digging in now. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The center fielder, Victor.
Start of a four-game set as the game's first pitch misses for ball one. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they're coming off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
Batting second.
Here's Starlin Castro as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Lifetime versus this pitcher, he's gone 2 for 6. He also has 1 home run. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. Robles on at first, nobody out. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Runner goes for second. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting third.
Now to bat, Juan Soto. And he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. Fouled away.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. And not in time as the run scores.
Hey, nice way to start a new series, D-Roy. The thing you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of a series.
Yeah, they're coming out swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully get this first game under our belt.
Behind 0-2 now. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. So here is Ozzie Albies. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Braves, the second baseman.
Swinging a hard liner to center field.
Albies.
Robles is there, and he has it for the first out. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Out in front of it, strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Corbin has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch-to-contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Blowing away with that one. It's 1-2.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Count even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to return. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
The catcher, Yan Jung.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
Fouled off. Here comes the 1-2. And it's fouled away. Here's another 1-2.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
An even 2-2 count to the Nationals catcher.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Josh Harrison stands in. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Up next, Rhett Wiseman, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Pache gets there for the catch, and that ends the bottom of the inning now. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Ronald Acuna. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
When a hitter is showing he's unable to resist those inside pitches, you just might as well keep going in there and hope he keeps chasing. Those weren't strikes, but he wanted to hit them anyway.
So a full count now.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here. Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
He froze him on the breaking ball that time. Ronald Acuna becomes the first out here in the bottom of the second. Marcell Ozuna is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. And he fouls this one off. Ozuna flat out dominates against left-handed pitching. Makes a lot of contact and hard contact at that. No doubt one of the biggest threats in the sport in these types of matchups.
Yeah, Matty, it's a pretty special skill set to absolutely hammer left-handed pitching. You don't see it too much. I mean, this game's 75% right-handed power coming down your throat. So when you see a guy that hammers left-handed pitching, you know he's putting the time in the cage.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Takes this the other way to right. And there is the first hit of the ball game for the Braves.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen shortly.
Looking to bunt here, but he can't connect, and that's the first strike.
Hey, here's where he steps out a second, collects his thoughts, and tries to get a pitch over the heart of the plate that he knows he can get down.
Squaring to bunt, but this is a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And now a pitch that hits him here. But hang on. They're going to say he went after it. And that's strike 3. The next to bat for Atlanta, Austin Riley, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely. Ozuna leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one.
Welcome back to Truist Park, home of the Braves, who have proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. In terms of ERA and WHIP, they ranked among the best pitching staffs in the league, leading some of the position players I talked with to sing their praises, while also emphasizing how happy they are to play behind them on defense instead of facing them in the batter's box. One of them told me, "Our guys are awesome on the mound. They keep us in every game, and they really work hard as a group to push each other to get better all the time. I really appreciate what they bring to this team." Sounds like a group that has earned a lot of respect around the league and from inside their own clubhouse.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. He froze him on the breaking ball that time. Patrick Corbin becomes the first out of the inning. Victor Robles will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third. So here's Starlin Castro. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1.
Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. Fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Bottom of the third now, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Christian Pache.
The right fielder.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Had him hacking at the 2-0 change, and it's back to 2-1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And that's out number 1.
Batting 9.
So next to bat will be Max Fried. First pitch on the way. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now
back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. New inning set to get underway, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Trey Turner. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch, strike 2.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
Here's the first pitch. Ryan Zimmerman comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
Throw on to first takes care of Zimmerman for the second out of the inning. Now the first pitch. Yan Gomes is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Swing and a liner. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. Striding in is Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Number 13.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Junior.
Fouled off. Here's the pitch. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Now another 1-2. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. Full count now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Marcell Ozuna.
He's set, and the pitch. Hit hard towards center. And that's in there, base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. When you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Roll, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. And it's fouled away. From the stretch, the 1-2. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout. And that'll bring up Josh Harrison. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now to the plate, Rhett Wiseman. He flew out in his last AB. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. That's lifted the other way out to left. Ozuna is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So the bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that sends Patrick Corbin to the plate next. This one's flared toward left center. Swanson is there, and they go down in a hurry here as this side. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney. First pitch of the AB on its way.
The third baseman,
Austin Riley is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage.
The 0-2 once more. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
The batter will be Christian Pache, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They're getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Locks him up for strike 3.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Number 54.
And now the first pitch.
Freed.
Max Fried stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
And another foul ball.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here in the side. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder Victor Robles.
The center fielder, number 16.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out. And now here is Starlin Castro, singled in his last at-bat.
Second baseman.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded back up the middle. Swanson picks it up. And the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are 2 away now.
The left fielder.
Stepping in once again is Juan Soto. No hits to this point. And right into the shift. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Changed up on him, and he gets the inside corner for strike 2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5. And
that's the first out.
The batter, number
Next,
7.
it'll be Dansby Swanson. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Swanson.
And that one yanked just foul. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. And it's 1-2.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
2-2 the count. Into the windup and the pitch. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Gomes has it. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. At the plate now is Freddie Freeman. He grounded out last time up. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept it.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves. It remains 1-0. Here now is Trey Turner. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Fastball called strike. 1-2. Pitch swung on and hit on the ground for Freeman over there at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
Striding in now for the Nats, Ryan Zimmerman. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first takes care of Zimmerman for the 2nd out of the inning. Now it'll be Yan Gomes. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Over to first, and that retires the side. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr.
No, you're only down 1 right here, but the exploding stuff that's coming out of the back end of a lot of teams' bullpens. I mean, just north of 95 plus. Stuff diving all over the plate. It's gotten a lot tougher to scratch across runs against these teams' bullpens.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
On to first, and that is a big out to lead off the home 7th. Next to stand in is Marcell Ozuna. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And that misses ball 1.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
But there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2. Now at the plate is Alex Jackson. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman, Austin Riley.
Standing in now, Austin Riley. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Behind 0-2 now.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game. Travis d'Arnaud will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 16, Travis d'Arnaud.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the leadoff hitter in the inning reaches safely for the Nationals.
Hey, this pitcher's been absolutely in his zone up until this point. That was a retired streak, just broken up. He had retired 12 batters in a row. That's 4 clean innings. Let's see if the offense gets going.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Fouled away. Lifted down the line in left. But this will wind up being a foul ball. He'll try again. 1-2. Ground ball right side. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dilo, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
So far this year against Southpaws, Bell is a batting line residing in the 230s.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it.
Oh, and he takes his eye off it here, and it goes right past him. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Smoke toward the hole, and that's by him into right field for a base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out. Into the box, Starlin Castro. Comes set, and the 0-1.
Ball, action time.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with 1 away. And that'll bring up the dynamic bat of Juan Soto. 1 run is scored. And he is in there.
Yeah, nowadays the number crunchers would call that a high leverage at bat. Not exactly sure what that means, but what I do know is they just doubled their lead. So he clutched up big time right there.
Trey Turner stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. 2-1 the count to Trey Turner.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage.
And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now a 5-0 lead.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Ryan Zimmerman is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
That's in there. Base hit. The throw home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, Nero, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legitimate 2-strike approach. This is one of those players, and that's exactly what he did. Shortened his stroke a little bit, didn't try and do too much, and came through for the team.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Josh Harrison is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Hit softly down the line at first. Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it's... Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jeremy Jeffress will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Carter Keyboom will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Hit back up the middle. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. And now they've requested some time to take a look at the replay, and they may decide to challenge that out call. Jason Kipnis will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 22, Jason Kipnis.
First pitch of the AB on its way. The fastball here is a now the pitch. 1 out, nobody on. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. All even now, 2-2. Again, another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Got him swinging in the dirt. Gomes gathers it. And he makes the throw to first. Kipnis is retired. 2 down now.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. 2 out, nobody on. And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. This one pretty well in the bag. A.J. Minter enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. First pitch on its way.
A.J.
No balls and 1 strike.
Minter.
Here comes the 0-1. Right side, but it's well foul. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Fly ball right down the line in left. There to handle it is Ozuna, and there's 1 away.
The third baseman, number 8.
First pitch on the way. Carter Keyboom is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Fouled off. Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away. So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Victor Robles. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. No balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with 1 in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And it's fouled away. Ready on 1-2. And he fouls this one off.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Bat explodes as this is popped up. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to... Nationals gone in order. They lead it 6-0. Now at the plate, Dansby Swanson. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. The 1-1. This is skied out toward right. Wiseman is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away. And now in the box, Freddie Freeman. Lifetime versus this arm. He's 2 for 4. He's taken him deep once. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. A ball and a strike now to the Braves' first baseman. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ground ball right into the shift. Gloved by Castro on to first, and that means the Braves are now down to their final out. Now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Ronald Acuna. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there. He's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Final strike for the Braves. 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Count remains 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Swing, and he rockets this one down the left field line. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Marcell Ozuna is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Hey, that's a huge set-the-tone pitch right there. To a great hitter, you do not want to fall behind 1-0 and have him sitting all over a fastball or guessing what you throw next. You get ahead 0-1, and now the count's in your favor, and you and your...
Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.